Welcome to my smithing guide. Most of the information on smithing can be found by clicking on the smithing icon located where your stats are. The guide will pop up and show you what level is needed to do what. Also, it tells you some other interesting things like if you need a quest or so on. Smithing is a pretty easy skill. It's where you take ore and turn it into a bar. Then from there you use the bar on an anvil and you can create an item such as armor, a weapon, or a quest item. Also, if you're members, you can make arrows, throwing knives, and various things. The first step in smithing is getting bars, and how you get bars is using ore on a furnace. To find a furnace, simply go to your world map. You can click on the question mark, go to the furnace thing, click it, and it will blink on the map. There are many furnaces throughout the world. I like the one in Alcadad, or Alcad, or whatever, because it's pretty easy to get to, and it's close right by a bank. Anyway, to turn your ore into bars, simply either click on the ore and then on the furnace, or a easier approach is to click smelt on the furnace. It brings up this menu, and whatever bars you want to make, you click on the bar, or you can right click on the bar and click like 10 or all or whatever. When you're smelting, some bars take more than one type of ore, such as a myth bar or a steel bar. They take different amounts of coal, and if you don't know how many coal it takes along with a myth ore to make a myth bar or a steel bar, you can click on the smithing icon again, and right here it will tell you what you need to make that bar, such as 2 coal and 1 iron, 4 coal and 1 myth ore. That's how you know. And yeah. Okay, now that you have your bars that you either smelted, bought, or found somewhere, you use the bar on the anvil. This requires a hammer. You can get a hammer from a general store. A pop-up will come up asking what you want to make. The name is stated at the top, and how many bars it takes to make that item is stated below. When you decide that you want to make an item, you simply click on the item's picture, or you right click and you have an option of 1, 5, all, or X. X just means you type in a custom number, like 6. Something like that. Pretty basic, right? A common mistake when leveling smithing is people think, oh, a plate body is higher level, it gives me more XP. I'll make plate bodies for more XP. They do give you more XP, but everything on here gives you the same XP per bar. Which that means if you have 5 bars and you make a plate body, that will give you the same amount of XP as if you had 5 bars and made 5 daggers. So it doesn't matter really what you make, it matters what you want to make. There are only 3 items that change the per bar XP, and those are the spears and the hashtas, which you have to do quests to unlock. I have not did the quests, but they give you a little bit more XP per bar. Another thing that changes the XP per bar is cannonballs, which I will explain later, and they give you a little less XP per bar. Start smithing and smelting bronze until you reach level 15. Once you're level 15 smithing, I suggest buying or getting a few rings of forging. Iron ore has a 50% chance to smelt into a bar, but if you have a ring of forging, you have a 100% success rate for 140 ores. And if you don't know how many you have left, you can equip the ring and operate it, and down here it will tell you how many you have left on that ring. It saves to your character, not the ring, so you can't sell the ring with one charge left and buy another ring. It will remember that you have one left, no matter if it's a new ring or an old ring. But anyway, smelt iron ore. The reason why you want to smelt iron ore into bars until 22 is because you can buy iron ore, smelt it into bars, and sell the bars for more than you bought the ore for and get free XP. Or you can also keep the bars, and once you hit level 22 you have an option of keep smelting ore, or you can smelt the ore into bars, and with the bars make throwing knives which sell. Most of the stuff you make with smithing doesn't sell, but arrows and throwing knives often sell pretty quick, and it's not really that great of money, but you do make some money out of it, and you get free XP, so that's cool. Once you hit level 30, you can start smithing and smelting steel, and with steel you can make quite a bit of money. When I level smithing, I do it with steel, even though I can do myth. Steel is just pretty good XP, and you can make money if you know how to do it. One of the first ways to make money with steel is buying coal and iron and smelting it into steel bars and selling the steel bars. Another way to make money with steel bars is doing a quest called Dwarf Cannon, and this allows you to buy a ammo mold, which if you use steel bars on a furnace after you did the quest, you can turn steel bars into cannonballs, which is pretty good money. It does lower the XP you get per bar, but it's not too much. It's like 15 less, and you make money doing it, which is cool. And you get more XP than just smelting steel bars, because you get the XP from smelting them and smithing them, even though it's still smelting. Hopefully this video helped you in some way. This is just how I suggest leveling smithing. The fastest way to level smithing is just buying bars and doing the highest level thing you can do possible, but that is pretty spendy, so this is just what I do, or what I did do, to get my smithing to where it is today, and hopefully it helped you.